Hello friends, today is World Iodine Deficiency Day. It is one of the global public health challenge. Almost around 200 million people across the country are at risk of IDD, and also around 70 million are suffering from iodine deficiency. As we know that iodine is one of the very important minerals responsible for the growth and development of an individual. It takes care of the very important hormone that is produced in the body is the thyroid hormone. As you all must have heard about a lot of cases prevailing, hypothyroidism, goiter is all due to the iodine deficiency. Also, during the pregnancy, the requirement of iodine is almost increased up to the double, where 150 microgram per day is required by one adolescent or adult. Around 250 microgram is required by pregnant and lactating mothers. Around 150 or to 120 micrograms are required by children aged between 6 to 12 years old. Even infants required around 90 microgram. So it becomes very important for their better growth. It is also important for their IQ development. So it's very important that we feed different food products that have a good amount of iodine in them. For example, some seafoods for the vegetarian, dairy is another good option. Prunes are good sources. Iodized salt is one of the best source of iodine, as it is the salt is fortified with iodine, because many a times it becomes that the food sources are not provided or met by the entire population. So the universal salt iodization fortification program was done across the globe so that the entire world can get rid of this important deficiency disorder. It may cause the deficiency of iodine may cause certain abortion, premature death, or even the mortality of the infants. So it is very important the pregnant women take adequate amount of iodized food, iodine rich food, or iodized salt. Again, because we all are at the verge where a lot of non-communicable diseases, especially the heart diseases, are prevailing so much, it becomes very important to keep a check on the salt intake in order to control the sodium and potassium intake of an individual, so that one can reduce or check the blood pressure. So 2 grams per day is the recommended salt intake of an individual that can be permitted as per, this is a permissible level given by WHO, and you all can see how much salt kids, women, and all of us sometimes are consuming in the way of junk food. So it's very, very important while we are checking on the iodized salt in our households. It's very important while buying, we make sure that we are buying the right iodized salt which has good amount of fortified iodine, somewhere around 71 mcg iodine is present in 1/4 teaspoon of iodized salt. So that means ki almost around 50% of iodine requirement for a normal person, which is somewhere around 150 microgram, can be met by consuming only 1/4 teaspoon. And then if you want consume other mineral salts or pink salt, or but it becomes very important to consume adequate amount of normal iodized salt by the entire family with the different age groups, especially very important for the women, girls of your household, and children's, because it also impacts on the IQ development of the children, their intelligence development. Also, it affects in the overall growth and development of the country, as the people who have the low iodine or have thyroid issues, they sometimes feel very lethargic and so are not so productive. So it becomes the entire country's growth and economic development, individuals development is also affected by the same. So eat healthy, take adequate amount of salt, don't overdo it, and try to find the adequate amount of different mineral, vitamins, and balance of all these. Don't overdo anything. The अमृत भी हानि होती है. So keeping this in mind, I would like to always ask you all to look for the qualified dietitians and get your plans done, so that you're not either in the deficient range or you're not taking excess, which may cause the other health problems. So keep smiling, take care, good night, bye bye.